Hello then. So, in the previous episode, we we managed to do the first 5 stages of Krolmar, the Middle East to Iran. We did Towering Eye, Dow's Vault, then we did the Mirror one, Forgotten Sanctum, then we did Messer Outpost, and then we burnt down the tree. Tree of Akmura. But now, we come to the hardest boss battle, harder than that tower. And that is Ambush. If you type in Besiege, this is probably one of the first videos you'll find. And the objective is to kill everyone, because look, you are completely surrounded. It's like Tolbrin, but upgraded. You've got people on the high ground, you've got 3 people there. You've got 2 people up there with axes and stuff. You got other people, you got 3 people more. You got 1 person, a simple all by his own, so that's me. Then you got 2 people behind you. Yeah, and then you got about how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 people on the ground. So yeah, that's a lot of people to deal with. So first of all, I went for the giant airship, and as people throw axes at you, you can see the problem straight away. My point stands. So what we did was we got the tank and modified it to withstand the brutal forces. Unfortunately, I forgot that there were people above us on high ground. So how will we deal with the people on the high ground? Well, you have to find out. Here I am, unnecessarily armoring the actual tank to the teeth. Literally, it's just the most armored thing ever. I'm not losing my mind. Yes, I am. I've had a couple of shots of strong stuff. I don't know if it's rum or whiskey or bourbon or something. It's called Capria. Yeah, Capria. Kerburn or Cockburn. And the fence outside is blowing and banging against the house. But I can hear it loud and clearly from my bedroom window 2 floors up, and it's driving me round the fucking bend. Then we put shrapnel cannons on it, which as you can see works just fine. So then we lowered its power down, but that didn't do anything. It's like a shrapnel cannon is basically a shotgun. Well, that didn't work. Yeah. And the flamethrowers didn't. I mean, they're dead. But see, you can kind of do it, but it just, yeah. Then I got the crossbows out, because at this point I was starting to get a bit desperate. They're on camels as well, and if anyone knows of historic warfare, if you have cavalry, horses, camels, or whatever, you know, they're not easy to stop. Horses will go through infantry like minced meat, as demonstrated in The Lord of the Rings, when Gandalf the White emerges from the east with Rodan with the Riders of Rohan. Well, I think it's the Riders of Rohan. But then at the outside, and then at the Battle of Gondor as well. I think that's what it's called. I forgot the actual name. I forgot the actual name of the battle. But the Riders of Rohan just came out of nowhere, and they went through. Literally, they broke Mordor's front line, offensive line, by running over. Oh, good shots! At least the turret works, but then we run out of ammos. So how it works in Besiege, with the cannons. So the normal cannon, the shrapnel cannon, you only get 1 shot. With the arrows, you get 30 shots. The flamethrower lasts 10 seconds if you just hold down the button. So yeah, you can change the settings to make it infinite, but that is considered cheating. Okay, at least the braces work, which is great, but it's not really much help to us. As you can see, it's and we're grounded. So then I got the genius idea of putting more braces on. Braces overload, as I like to do these days on Besiege. Oh, get the adenoid voice out there, mate. Excuse me. Actually, don't excuse me. Tell me to fuck off. And again. As you can see, the braces are not working. So then I decided to get even, well, I say more radical. Unfortunately, the braces were not working. And the people on the high ground were just destroying the end. Well, yeah, just destroying the ship, as you can see. But then I decided to get radical by fitting grenades, which are obviously grenades. So you drop them, and then you press a button, and then they detonate. So they're not technically grenades. But they're basically explosions that you can manually detonate. They don't just go off automatically. Fucking hell, I tell you what, they can throw. And yes, the reason why I've had a few shots is because, of course, this is New Year's Eve still. Even with the grenades, they will still go off if hit. It was at this point where I was starting to get extremely frustrated. And just wanted to do this again and again and again. Just lift, drop the grenades, and kill everyone below me. Oh dear. Then I decide to armor the damn thing. Well, when I say armor, put put some plywood over it. Yeah, that'll be alright. That'll protect it. But Longbridge ingenuity didn't really help. So then I decided to get really desperate and got some of my old inventions out to play with. And it's been that long, I've forgotten what keys to use. But yeah, you wouldn't want to be hit by one of them, I tell you. Them wheels with the spikes. And the buzzsaws. Yeah, you see, it did not work at all. It failed. Just like me at life. Well, I mean, the driller kind of worked, but we did lose some wheels. So at this point, we're about an hour into this thing, an hour into the recording, and yeah, I was starting to get really annoyed. These are some of my more crazier inventions. Yeah, and then I decided to be, then I thought, okay, this is the last resort before I have a break from the game. But that didn't work either. Because the flying blocks are, they're not powerful enough. So, yeah, at this point, I decided to just give up. Because I just didn't know what to do. So what I had to do was I basically just had to go onto YouTube and find a video. And just like that, I went on YouTube, found a video, and made this little genius little video from YouTube. Yeah, it was quite complicated to build, but you follow the tutorial on YouTube and it's quite easy. But it does work 90% of the time. So it's a pretty it's quite a cool invention from the guy at the people at YouTube. I mean, you can't argue with that, can you? And we are through. I'm gonna try and get a different angle. And again. And again, if we... Yeah, and again. Doesn't always work. Yeah, sometimes they can be... if they're hit, then obviously it sets off a chain reaction. And the bombs go off earlier. But, well, it works. But, well, that's one way to go through the ambush. See? What a wonderful place YouTube is. Sometimes, not all the time. But no, we've conquered the ambush, and now we can move on to the next one when we get round to playing the next zone. Thank you very much. Strange artifact. Not spelt properly either. So, there's an artifact, but first we've got to save it. We just called it the ambusher. Basically, what you got to do is, it's quite simple, really. You put, there's 2 hexagon holes. Ideally, the idea is that you grab it, put it in there, and then you put that one in there, and it destroys the artifact somehow. So, but we're not doing it in this one because at this point I was fed up with the game because of ambush. But no. Well, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will move on to the next one, which is Strange Artifact. And yeah, I'll see you then. And Happy New Year as well.